In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Back to throw, Pickett. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going. But give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run. And obviously, ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Wilson. Open man is Uzama. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from me a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
When trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Wilson. Finding room at midfield. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Very nicely done there on the reception. And what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. A nice run right there. And we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Wilson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tay Crowder. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
On the give, this is Harris. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
104 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They run again with Harris. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They run with Harris. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. They'll try and run with Harris. And he pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. They run for it with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Boswell for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Steelers 14, Jets nothing. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Cameron Hayward just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
12 yards on the play. He's the third and 5.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Berrios now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
22-chip bomber, 22-chip bomber.
Now it's Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Slot man moves right. They'll start on the ground with Harris. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. 197 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
Here's another carry for Harris. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Najee Harris well built for work down here near the end zone. That's a nice job there to hold him up. But I doubt we've seen the last of him on this drive.
Jet sweep. Here's Pickens with it. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. George Pickens taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point now by Boswell. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Steelers 21, Jets nothing. Chris Boswell.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull up. Johnson odds poke free. Football's out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
2nd and 5 now. Wilson, he finds his man, complete. It's Wilson. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 37. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Well, look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Alpha.
Now Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, it's caught by Davis.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
That's the game. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. To throw again is Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
So Wilson runs off, and now they will go to the man they call Greg the Leg, Greg Zuerlein.
From 28 yards out. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And here comes Berrios. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now it's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Hall. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's Wilson. There's Hall bringing in another one. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 9 yards that time.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him?
And pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw is Wilson. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have bucked the trend so far. Sterling performance to this point. On the road, no less, in the wild card round. And they look to finish things off here in this 4th quarter. They'll start the drive with Harris. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. The Steelers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. They'll run again with Harris. And they'll
he'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Boston, the man in motion left. Now a first down carry for Harris. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Harris running straight ahead. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
Let's go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Okay, break.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On second down, a rugby ball. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Devin Bush able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world.